Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. What on earth was Lois Cerullo, Reina Sofa, thinking? After spending more than 2 decades meticulously covering up the fact that her daughter, Brook Lynn Quartermain, Amanda Seton, was a teen mom to Dante Falcone's, Dominic Zamprogna, child, she just completely blew it. Brook Lynn quietly gave birth to a boy that no one other than her mother and grandmother knew about, gave him up for adoption, and then returned to Bensonhurst like nothing ever happened. Lois recently met with Martin Gray, Michael E. Knight, to discuss the legalities of Brook Lynn's baby. As it turns out, the private adoption wasn't carried out the way that BLQ was told, and Gio Palmieri, Giovanni Massa, her cousin, is actually the child that she gave up. Gio's adoptive mother died when he was young, and the family has rallied to take care of him, with Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Bernard, paying for his violin training. Lois explained everything to Martin, and he took a bunch of notes that Lulu Spencer, Alexa Havens, stumbled on while raiding his room looking for something completely unrelated. She pieced things together and realized that Dante, the man she is still in love with, has a child out there in the world somewhere. Lulu confronted BLQ and eventually agreed not to tell him, but it's a decision she has struggled with. The whole family gathered to celebrate Dante's birthday, and apparently Lois' nervousness got the better of her. While sitting with Gio and Lulu, she mentioned that Sonny pays for his music expenses, and that led Lulu to have some questions. Gio shared some bits about his early life, like how he was born in California at around the same time that BLQ also delivered a boy in the same state. Lulu may have just woken from a 4-year coma, but she is still sharp as a tack. Lois's small talk combined with Gio's facts brought Lulu to the conclusion that Gio is Dante and Brook Lynn's son. The heartbeat of Port Charles is quickening, and it's not just from the usual love triangles, power struggles, and hospital bed confessions. No, this time, the storm is centered around a secret so fragile it could break hearts, end relationships, and rock the Quartermain mansion to its core. At the heart of it all is Brook Lynn Quartermain, and standing right beside her, trying to hold the pieces together, is her fiercely loyal and emotionally torn mother, Lois Cerullo. For weeks now, eagle-eyed fans have picked up on the subtle signs. Brook Lynn turning down wine, a shift in wardrobe, her distracted demeanor during conversations with Chase. And now, the truth is coming into focus. Brook Lynn is pregnant, but the man she loves has no idea. Chase remains in the dark, blissfully unaware that his dream of becoming a father is already unfolding. And while Brook Lynn has managed to keep the secret under wraps so far, it's Lois who's now bearing the emotional weight of that secret. And she's cracking. Lois has always been the definition of ride or die when it comes to her daughter. From the moment she returned to Port Charles, she made it clear she was here to have Brook Lynn's back no matter what. Whether it's facing off with Tracy, giving Ned a piece of her mind, or going head-to-head with Olivia over family boundaries, Lois has never shied away from the fire. But this time, the stakes are different. This time, the secret isn't just about loyalty, it's about life. A new one, and keeping it hidden is starting to consume her. Viewers have watched as Lois tiptoes around the subject, offering coded advice to Brook Lynn while dodging questions from the rest of the family. Olivia's motherly intuition is sounding alarms. Tracy's suspicious eyes are narrowing, and even Chase has begun to ask subtle questions he wasn't asking before. And through it all, Lois is walking a tightrope. She wants to honor her daughter's wishes. She wants to protect her future grandchild's peace. But the emotional toll is rising, and every moment she keeps quiet feels like another step toward an inevitable explosion. The pressure isn't just coming from within. Tracy Quartermain is watching closely. She knows something's up, and she never stops until she finds the truth. Lois knows that too, which is why she's doing everything she can to stay one step ahead. But how long can she keep up the charade? How many more questions can she dodge before someone corners her with undeniable evidence? And if Tracy discovers the truth first, what will she do with it? Fans know Tracy doesn't play nice. She'll use the secret as leverage, maybe to control Lynn, maybe to manipulate ELQ decisions, or maybe just to cause chaos. Because with Tracy, chaos is always on the table. Lois isn't the only one sensing the noose tightening. Lynn herself, between her and Chase, is layered with emotional weight. His excitement about the future, her forced smiles, the quiet moments where she almost says something but then pulls back. Lynn wants to tell him. She's just scared. Scared of his reaction. Scared that he won't forgive her for keeping the secret. Scared that motherhood will change everything she's worked for. But keeping quiet is only making things worse. And Lois sees that. As a mother, it's agonizing to watch her daughter suffer in silence, carrying both the joy and the fear of her pregnancy all alone. Lois wants to do what's right, but the lines between right and wrong are blurring fast. What makes this storyline even more poignant is the rich history between Lois and Lynn. Lois has always been the kind of mother who speaks her mind and leads with her heart. She's loud, proud, and protective to a fault. But this situation is testing her like never before. She's fighting the urge to swoop in and fix everything, because she knows the consequences of acting too soon or saying too much. Meanwhile, the town of Port Charles keeps spinning, unaware of the secret growing behind the quarter main gates. Lucy Coe, sharp as ever, has already thrown out a few offhand comments that hint she suspects something. Maxie has noticed Lynn's strange eating habits and mood swings. Even Olivia has commented on how emotional Lois seems lately, chalking it up to family drama. But it's so much deeper than that. And as the walls close in, one thing is becoming painfully clear. This secret won't stay buried for long. The big question now is how, and when, it will come out. Will Lois reach her breaking point and confess everything to Chase in a moment of desperation? Will Lynn finally decide she's ready to come clean? Or will someone else, Tracy, Lucy, or even Ned, put the pieces together and confront Lynn before she has the chance? And when the truth is finally revealed, what will the fallout look like? Fans are speculating wildly. Some believe Chase will be heartbroken but ultimately supportive. Others worry he'll feel betrayed and walk away, unable to trust Lynn again. There are even whispers that the reveal could come at a major public event, a wedding, a corporate function, or even a family dinner, where the secret explodes in front of everyone, Quartermain style. And don't count out the possibility of a medical emergency forcing the truth out. G8 has a long tradition of using hospital crises to unveil hidden truths. A fainting spell, a sudden collapse, or a checkup gone wrong could push Lois or Lynn into a corner where the only option is honesty. But perhaps the most heartbreaking scenario of all is the one Lois fears the most, that the secret will come out too late. That Chase will find out from someone else. That Lynn will lose the chance to share her truth on her own terms. And that Lois, in her attempt to protect her daughter, will be blamed for everything falling apart. There's no denying this storyline is resonating deeply with viewers. It's emotional, it's messy, and it's real. The performances are electric. Rena Sofer brings a raw vulnerability to Lois that makes every scene feel charged, while Amanda Setton continues to shine as Lynn wrestles with fear, hope, and regret. It's the kind of storytelling that reminds longtime viewers why they fell in love with General Hospital in the first place. As the weeks go on, all eyes will be on Lois. Every word she says, every look she gives, every moment of hesitation could be the one that tips the scales. She's a woman on the edge, and she's carrying more than just a secret. She's carrying the future of her family. And in a town like Port Charles, that kind of pressure doesn't stay bottled up forever. One misstep, one heated exchange, one glass of wine too many, and the truth could burst out in a way no one sees coming. What happens then is anyone's guess. But one thing is certain, GH is about to drop a bombshell, and the aftershocks will be felt for months to come. The only question is, will Lois survive the fart? Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.